Hey guys, I am Yoshi Guide, and today I'm going to be playing some more Mario Kart Wii Fi races. Alright, this is a little bit of a different startup than what I usually do. Usually I just go ahead and start from like the main menu or whatever and connect to Wii Fi and whatnot and see who's online. But I was really in the mood to record this race because I like the opponents in here. So I decided might as well just make the video and just not worry about it. I've been trying to record a video recently, but I've been kind of busy this week. Well, that room didn't turn out how I thought. I thought there was going to be a few more players in here, Freak 31 and perhaps a few more other people. However, we have player and another player with Nads as the guest. So we have a player with 4,510 VR and a player with 8,069 VR. And then there's me, of course, at 7,299. Alright, so let's start it off with SNES Ghost Valley 2. And the other two players choose random as they ran out of time, perhaps. So it's either Rainbow Road, SNES Ghost Valley 2, or then again random. And it randomly selects Bowser's Castle. So Bowser's Castle about to commence. And 100cc since many of the players don't have high VR. Let's get this one started. And I failed to start up, so that's pretty much a disadvantage from the get-go. And the other two players got disconnected, so it's me against player. Well, I did not expect that at all. And this player's got a card, so it's pretty much gonna be simple as far as I can see. However, I'm starting behind this player. But hey, at least I'm gonna gain VR. The other player got disconnected, so I win. Well, I did not expect that one. That room just died out completely. Minus 93 for the player that disconnected from the get-go, and then the player who was in the lead got plus 52, and then there's me with plus 27, and I now have 7326 VR. I'm going to hit next race, however there's not going to be anybody here to continue this room, so I will have to find a new worldwide. Well, I did not expect that one at all. I thought I was going to join Freak 31 and a bunch of other players as well. But I guess this that was just pretty much the preview of what I was going to do, and perhaps this time we'll actually find the room that'll stabilize, and then I could actually do a few races. But we'll have to wait and see if that will be the case. I'm trying to find more opponents. But anyways, in the beginning of the video I said that I was kind of busy last week. And when I said that, I meant I've gone a few places. It looks like 4 other opponents are found. That being CH Chubbs or whatever, X, and Area. Yeah, that person with the X, oh yeah, and FA McCann is also in the room. So anyways, as I was saying, that person with the X in the name, she was in the previous room. However, that room pretty much died completely. Chubbs going the shortcut, so it's a one-on-one. These rooms aren't very big. Well, the one that I was in was big, but it just died out really quickly. And then by the time I was in the room, there's only 3 others, so 6 players expected. And we can see this race is pretty much no contest. We see X trying to desperately catch up to Chubbs. However, it's not going too well. Hopefully she could remain in the room and we could have 7 players expected. Alright, so Chubbs in the lead, X in second place. It's a fancy X, I think it's a DSX. Not the circle one, but it's one of the DS symbols, I think. But we're just waiting for this race to wrap up here. Alright, so as we can see, both these players are playing as Funky Kong, as that's pretty much the character that many of the people use, and Chubbs crossing the finish line there. Alright, it looks like we are preparing. So I was pretty busy last week, and I went down to Busch Gardens and other places like that. tourist attractions down in Florida. Oh, my friend Snake was on. He just joined me here. I didn't see him online, but he joined in the nick of time. And we have 6 players as one person decided not to join. So Chubbs with 8,645, X 8,448, Star Area 7986, FA McCann 8366 VR, me 7326, Snake 6559 VR. I'm gonna choose SNES Ghost Valley 2 in hopes that I'll be chosen this time. And now we have to wait on the last person who chooses random. However, they must be a CTGPR user, as they chose a track and not the question mark. So 6 out of 6 have voted. Now let's see what we're going to be doing. It looks like we're doing Grumble Volcano. Hopefully there will be nobody attempting the Grumble Volcano glitch, as apparently that's been kind of an issue here on WeemFi. They ban glitchers and all that. People who do that stupid stuff is, whatnot. Anyways, 150 cc's. Let's get this race underway. And I failed to start once again. I must be really bad at that tonight. A little bit impatient here. Looks like FA McCann dies, and we start up here in 5th. 2 people get blown up by a bob bomb. I'm gonna use my mushrooms and move my light closer to this person in 2nd place. You can see 2 fibs on the track. Snake there in 2nd place. Almost hit the wall right there, drifting the wrong way. So 3rd place here. I'm gonna hang on to my mushroom, perhaps to do this shortcut. And let's see. There we go. I wasn't even sure if I did it properly, but here I am in 1st for 2nd, and there's Snake regaining his 2nd place. Well, I mean, that shortcut isn't really too big of a, I don't really like it too much. Oh, a banana got stuck up there on the roof of the cave right there. But anyways, I'm not too big of a fan of that shortcut, as I think that, might as well just race. But you can see a bunch of these Funky Kongs. Oh, I thought that pal was for me for a second, but that was my pal. What the heck happened to the mushroom? It was indented into the ground, perhaps. Well, that's what it looked like. You see more Funkies going the shortcut. Someone failed to do the shortcut. It has to be respawned. So 4th place for me. I'm catching up to FA McCann and Snake as well. And we can see one of these Funky Kongs with a gigantic lead over Snake. And we have a little bit of lag here. FA McCann firing his green shell, or her green shell back. And there's McCann hitting the fake item box. I passed the Thundercloud to FA McCann. She's trying to pass it back. Let's see what's going to happen. And FA McCann gets struck by the Thundercloud. So I will pass FA McCann up and move my way closer to 3rd place. And we'll see what will happen. Triple mushrooms. Let's see what's going to happen. Can I do the shortcut? I'm going to try. Get hit by a red shell. And another one. And there we go. Shortcut attained. And now I'm in 3rd for the moment. Now these players pass me up, and now it looks like I will get 6th, perhaps last. I think that's last place. So yeah, I lost the race. Well, that was unexpected. I was a little bit too busy trying to do the shortcut. These players firing their red shells and whatever items into me really kind of changed the game for me. Minus 41 for getting last place. Snake gets 2nd. You have to say hats off to him for getting 2nd place. Plus 11 for Snake. 6 players expected in the next race. Let's see what will happen. I'm racing professional players here right now, and I have to say it's pretty cool. Everybody, pretty much everybody except for Snake, is using Funky Kong, but still everybody else is using the Flame Runner. And there I am with 7285 VR. So we still have the same players in the previous race. This time I'm going to continue choosing the course that I want, SNES Ghost Valley 2. Let's hope that it gets selected this time. So I really thought that there would have been more players in the next race, but it looks like that wasn't the case. So Mushroom Gorge is selected, and let's hope that this race will be a little bit more favorable for a win. Alright, 150cc race about to commence. And let's see what will happen here. 6th place. And there we go, I got a good start for once in this video. However, these players quickly fly ahead of me. I'm going to go past that mushroom and use another one. And there we go, past the Funky Kong. And there's this Funky Kong X trying to get second. Ooh, Snake dropping the bottom nearly got me there. And looks like Snake got a little bit slowed down from that. But the thing about using characters other than Funky Kong, I could actually delineate you guys from the other players. So that's, you know, at least a little bit of an advantage for me. And I'm gonna try to go up here. Yes, I can. And I now have first place. So first place going and trying to retain first place. However, Chubb's trying to change the game here. He's got a banana. And now I have triple red shells. I'm going to try to use all three of them. But however, that didn't... I used two at once. It didn't really work too well. And now F.A. McCann in second. Bullet Bill from Snake was able to get me. And now I have to be... not respond, but I have to start back up. Snake, however, died. The Bullet Bill must have screwed him up. So Snake is in last. I almost hit the Goomba right there. However, here I am in fifth, final lap. This race is definitely not good for catching up. Well, this racetrack, I should say. And now fourth place. One Funky Kong dies. I'm trying to say that properly. And now here I'm in fourth place. If Funky Kong gets hit, the blue shell, I shall use my mushrooms and now move my way into third as X gets hit. So third place, getting the item box. I see someone at the star on my tail. Hopefully that doesn't interfere. So I currently have third place. I want to try to get Aereo, but green shell, however, that one misses. And Aereo dies, or no, he didn't. That was winged by Slag right there. So I guess I will get third place in what seemed to be an almost improbable win right there. However, Aereo did cross the finish line, and I did get third place. Boy, that would have been amazing had Aereo have just gone awry like that, but it looks like that's not the case. 6 players once again. But I mean, wow, that was really amazing right there. Big Wingfight hyped me for no reason, because I thought Aereo was going way off track right there for some reason. If he had actually died, that would have been weird. And, you know, there's people that do not really care about their VR. I guess I could be one of those people, but hey, if he had fallen off, that would have been amazing. So the same 6 players. Once again, I'm gonna try to get SNES Ghost Valley 2 selected, and let's see, nobody else wants it. 2 people want DS. Oh, never mind. Yeah, 2 people want DS Peach Gardens, not DS Delphino Square, what I thought. And now we're about to do Bastard Castle in mirror mode. So who knows how this will turn out. I'm usually not too good at Bastard Castle in mirror mode, but hopefully today I've got it going. So anyways, here we go. Everybody's starting off properly, it appears, and now here I am in 5th as all these guys with the faster bike are able to pass me up. So Snake getting hit, and we'll quickly rebound from that. So now Chubb's in 5th, or 4th, and someone behind me, yeah, that's F.A. McCann in last place, now passes me up in 5th, and I shall use my golden mushroom. Let's see how this will turn out. We see Snake in 4th, and Aereo in 3rd, or 2nd, I don't know. And now Chubbs gets hit, and F.A. McCann is in 2nd, Chubbs moves up into 3rd, and here we are. I'm in 5th as now Aereo passes me up, and there's Snake in 6th. Snake not having a good day. I want to take Chubbs' Thundercloud. I could take it. I have a star in hand, but it looks like Chubbs wants to retain his Thundercloud, so I guess if that's the case, by all means, I'll pass him up. So 4th place now, trailing Aereo and company, and now I have a blue shell. I will use that before the other guys come in and mess me up. And now the blue shell makes contact with one of these Funky Kongs. I have another gold mushroom, however I run right into the bomb. It was a little unfortunate, definitely a mishap on my part here. And I have triple mushrooms, however I was trying to drift, and I drifted right into the green shell that was stationary in the track. So 1 mushroom in 6th place, and we see X there in 5th. And this race definitely is not looking too pretty for me. So now I have a star in hand, and we have a whole bunch of Funky Kongs, including a dry Bowser ahead of me. So it's going to be quite a mission in order to get a good position now. At least third, in order to perhaps gain VR. Maybe I could get VR if I were to get fourth. But let's see if that'll be the case. I passed X and hit her with the bullet bill. Hammer her, and now there's Snake in fifth. I was able to pass him up, however the bullet bill ended abruptly and right into a fireball. So I was definitely not expecting that. Now I have to make up some more ground. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get a victory. And here I have one mushroom to go. So I'm trying to catch up, perhaps to get fourth. You can see Funky Kong is about to win, and he just crossed the finish line, so it looks like I will get fifth after all. Whoa! There's Snake on the ground! Perhaps I could pass McCann! I think I passed F.A. McCann at the last possible second. Let's see. Yes, I did! So I get fourth place, plus 14 VR. I knew if I were to get fourth place, I would have gained VR. Well, that actually depends on who I beat. And it looks like I beat people of quite high VR range, and I was able to get 14 VR. So now 5 players expected. Let's see who's going to be in this room. We have a little bit of lag going on, and we'll see exactly who will be in this room. So I mean, that was kind of an unexpected race right there. The fireball that was shot out by the Bowser was kind of a big moment. However, I was able to rebound from that and move my way into fourth place. But that big fireball though, I should have definitely been able to avoid that. But the bullet bill ended a little bit short, or early I should say. So the bullet bill, that was a failure on the bullet bill, and you can see Yoshi failing and hitting the fireball right there. But anyways, the bullet bill should have lasted a tad bit longer. But I mean, that was really wacky right there, that the bullet bill ended when I was in the middle, you know, right when the fireball was launched. It was a perfect coincidence that the bullet bill would have ended right when the fireball came. But luckily that wasn't really too big of a problem right there, and I was able to move up a little bit and get fourth place. So it is still playing the defeat music. I'm trying to wait for the next race. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen, as WIM5 is having an accident right now. I pressed next race a little bit early in hopes that I'd be able to get to the next race. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, as perhaps we'll be lagged out of the room. Usually, I have to, it says that I'm disconnected after a good while. But sometimes, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to move on to the next race. But I definitely hate when it says please wait a moment, and it goes on like this forever. I mean, I just want something to happen. It doesn't look too good. So we are still waiting. I'm starting to get a little bit bored, and Yoshi slips on that banana. So there's really not too much to talk about now. That's kind of the unfortunate thing when you're trying to commentate. You have moments like this where it says please wait a moment. Let's see, I'll give it another 20 seconds before the room times out, and it's going for a good while. I'm surprised. I remember once when I had this situation, I decided to hit the reset button on my Wii, and I launched preloader and all that, and the room where that was occurring, once I left the room, they were able to move on to the next race. So I think sometimes I feel like it's my fault that this whole thing is going on, but I check my internet speeds regularly, and usually my speed tests are around the maximum. I remember once I plugged Ethernet into my computer, the speed tests were maxing out, and it was like over 100 megabytes per second for download as well as the upload. So I don't think it's my internet whenever this problem occurs. Perhaps that could be another opponent that has slower internet. I don't know what the deal is when that occurs. 2 players. I'm gonna have to quit this video soon because it's dinner time for me. It's quite late for dinner time, as it's just after 10 p.m. on the East Coast. But we found 2 players currently. I don't know who it is. Now 3 players. There must not be enough players on WeamFi, I'm assuming, as we find 4 players currently. Let's check on WeamFi.de. And let's see, I see the room that I'm in. We see Adrian, someone with no name, and now we have 4 players. I see NN is back on Mario Kart Wii. Perhaps I might try to join him. I don't know if that will be a good idea or not. And then we see a full room, a battle, and more versus races. I don't know. I think I should back out and try to join the room with NN. That perhaps might be a good idea. It did say that he was in a worldwide versus. So if I could actually find him, then maybe that'll be a good finale race. And now it looks like I found the room that's trying to develop. I wanted to join NN. We see Snake, I think that's BF Zip. You know what the heck? I think I'll just perhaps join BF Zip. BF Zip BAS. That's what his name is. Alright, so we can join him. It looks like he's perhaps on the voting screen. Let's choose the Mac bag. Joining a friend. Alright, looks like it's working now. I just want to do one race to close off this video, and then we could move on. Alright, so it looks like he might have been in the full room. There was a room where there was a bunch of players. I don't think it was full. Well, I thought it was full initially, but it may not have been. NRU is in the room, as well as BF Zip. And Mr. Burn 450 is in this room. Player David from Mexico. Skill something. Freak 31 from Norway. I finally get to race him. And Kai from Canada, who I see quite often. So we have our room set, and we're preparing to get this one started. So I have to say, it's pretty cool that I'm finally able to play Freak 31. And there's NRU, who we're currently watching a live view of. And there's Freak 31, as we just saw, David, player. There's 450 Mr. Burn. So Mr. Burn, that's a pretty good guy. I follow him on Twitter, and he favorites all my tweets. So it's pretty cool that I finally get to play him after all these months that he's been following me. I mean, it's not, a huge amount of months, but hey, it's pretty cool that he gets to follow me. And that we did talk once, but I really do appreciate him favoriting my tweets because it's pretty cool. It's very cool because he follows quite a bit of players, and the fact that he favorites my tweets is pretty cool. So I have to say, kudos to him for that. So 9 players expected in this one. Let's go see BF Zip BAS. Not really doing too well. Let's see how many players are playing as Funky Kong. Let's see. That's 1 who's currently front running. That's player who's currently front running. That must be a pretty good player. So 1 player, 1 Funky Kong, 2 Funky Kongs, 3 Funky Kongs, 4 Funky Kongs. Looks like that guy shock dodge. Kai, 5 Funky Kongs, 6 Funky Kongs, and that's it. 450 player, or 450 Mr. Burn is using Diddy Kong, so that's pretty cool. He's using a unique character, and there's David finishing. David, the other person who isn't using Funky Kong. So 9 players expected in this one. Let's see if that'll be the case. Just passing 24 minutes in this video. So I'm gonna try to close this video out, and you could probably hear in the background there's a rather obnoxious conversation going on. I'm trying to talk over these guys, but it's not really working out too well. So there's NRU with 9085 VR, BF Zip BAS with a silver trophy. Pretty cool. That his name is very unique, and you just gotta love that name. 8064 VR for him. Player 8061 VR, so they have pretty close VRs. David 7209, Freak 319207, EX Saiyan 7091, me 7348, Kai 7512, I think. And it looks like I ran out of time, so I will not be able to choose SNES Guess Valley 2. And it looks like we're doing DS Delfina Square. I always confuse DS Delfina Square with DS Peach Gardens, but it looks like we're doing DS Delfina Square. 100cc race with quite many of the players using Funky Kong. Let's start it off. Alright, so starting off from 8th place, we have 8 players in this race, it appears. Looks like someone quit. I think that was, who would have quit? I think that was Mr. Byrne who quit, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I thought I was going to race him, however that was the case. I barely get an item box. Bob-omb left right in the middle of the track, and it looks like I ran right into that one, as well as Freak 31. So that's a little bit unfortunate that I ran right into the Bob-omb. So it looks like I have to catch up once again. So I'm the only Yoshi in this race, as usual, and it looks like I got the item box and nearly blew up by another Bob-omb. EX Saiyan, I think, dropped that Bob-omb. Now Freak 31 passing me up, and I will use the mushrooms to go the shortcut and move closer to 3rd place. So now I'm Mega Mushroom in hand. I'm gonna try to avoid that red shell that's creeping up on my tail and let that one pass and move into the 3rd place person. Now red shell sent by that person in 5th. Let's see, that one's gonna get me there. I have nothing to do, no way to avoid that one. So 6th place now, as the red shell jumped me back a couple of places. Let's see, a start is pretty good. And let's see how I'll do from here on out. So, in the 2nd lap already. And in 6th place, we see the Funky Kogs going across the ocean there. I think that's an ocean. Whatever, the big body of water. So I go the short route again. That only puts me in the 5th. A lightning bolt is sent, and looks like I'm affected by that one as well. I will not get an item box, and I barely made it over that ramp. So 5th place now, going into the final lap. Freak 31 in 4th place. I'm not sure who's front running, but you have to say hats off to that Funky Kong player. He's pretty much front ran the entire race. Let's see if he'll be the winner. I have a bomb, and I get player, and no, I do not get player, but I get that one guy, David. I thought I got both of them, but it looks like I did get somebody with the Bob-omb. So that was pretty much one of the only action parts of this video. And now, once again, I get triple mushrooms. I'm gonna try to go the short route again, pass one person up, and now I'm in 6th. And more triple mushrooms. Quite a lot of triple mushrooms in this video. And let's see, it's not going too well. Let's see if I'll pass David. It looks like that's not the case. So I guess I will get 6th place in what was kind of a weird race. I kept on getting triple mushroom. I just noticed that. Minus 16 VR. And I have to say, kudos to NRU for getting 1st place. 91.46 VR. Wow. But I mean, you really have to tip your cap to him. He raced a really good race. Now 10 players expected. The party is just getting started. However, looks like I have to go in order to end this video. So we still have a friend. I think Snake joined me. Or BF Zip was currently... Now, BF Zip was always in the room. And Snake is now playing a CTWW. But I have to say, that was a pretty good race by NRU. Anyways, I guess I'll wrap this video up. Well guys, thank you all for watching this video. I hope that this video is very enjoyable. I try to make it brief, rather brief. But if you did enjoy this video, I hope that you guys will like this video. If not, if you guys didn't like this video, please don't dislike. You know, if you don't like this video, just ignore it. I don't know. Anyways, if you like this video, by all means, hit that like button. and also comment on this video, and also subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos just like this one, and also share this video out with everybody else. I definitely appreciate you guys watching this. I am Yoshi Guy saying so long, everybody.